Where do I start? I previously made a video telling you guys that I would explain how to start your dreads and how to maintain them and what I normally do to keep mine going. And here is that video. Right now, I haven't twisted my hair in probably about, I'd say, a week. Yeah, a week. Anyway, alright, so the first thing you have to do when you're starting your dreads is make sure you never twist dry. That is the #1 thing. And I ain't gonna repeat this. #1 thing that you have to remember, never twist it dry. If you can do that, everything's gonna be good, no problems. To make sure you don't have to twist dry and to keep it going before you have to put this stuff in there, you need to have you a little bottle like this. And what this bottle consists of is, here, let me get the other thing for it. And the stuff that I put in is just a little bit extra. Whatever is good for your hair, you just need to have that, but the basis of it needs to be mostly water. I've made a video about this, so that's why I'm making it again, because a lot of y'all seem don't remember. And everybody's saying, oh, your shit's thin. This is what keeps it good. For no breakage, all that shit. So, complaining about being thin all you want, but fuck it. Here we go. This is how you keep it good, even if it is thin. This bottle, I have 100% pure peppermint. Now with this, probably won't even, I've had this for about like a year and a half now. Like, you won't run out of this after you buy it. And it's like an $11 bottle. I went to a health food store, like the expensive place. What is it, Whole Foods? It's a white people's store, yeah. That place where you gotta pay like half your fucking mortgage to get a bottle of something, that's where I went. And this shit burns. So, first off, #1 thing to remember with peppermint oil is you literally need a drip of this to make it work and dilute the fuck out of it. And diluting means basically you add something to lessen the intensity of this. So you're diluting it because this is very highly intense. You should never touch this straight on. You should never put this mostly in the bottle. You want like a drip, maybe a drip and a half of this shit in that fucking bottle, and it will do wonders. Aight. Next, what I normally put in this bottle is, this is the Jamaican Mango and Lime No More Itch Grow Spray. Like, just to keep your scalp moisturized and to keep it from getting dry, flaky, all that shit. And I used to use this by itself, but it doesn't help to just have it by itself to be spraying in there. So, I put a little bit of this in there too. Little is big, I'm gonna show you later how to do it. And I have a full bottle right now, but I'm gonna empty it to just show you how to start it all over again. Next, also in this bottle, I need something that's a little bit oily and something that does keep like from flake and breakage, which is a Do Grow Mega Thick. And I use this because it's really good. It says thickens and straightens hair, controls split ends and frizzes, heat protection formula, high gloss polish. So I make your shit shine like. So pretty much I use at least 3 of these in the bottle at all times, and that's all you really need. Now, empty this bottle right now, and I'm gonna start it all over just for y'all niggas. Bottle is empty, we starting from scratch. Bop, bop, bop. About to hit that boy. Now, I always start with this just to know exactly how much I ended up putting in there, just in case if I have to pour some out. So, and as you can see, I should be wearing something for this, because when it touches you, it will burn, and it's fucked. Think of like 1 trillion candy canes. Like, that's what this is. Like 1 billion trillion motherfucking candy canes. So, this into this, and look at exactly how much I'm putting in there. I want to like kind of get it high enough so you can see that. And that was still too much. You can't even see that shit in there. Like, see right here? That's about how much I have in there. You don't want a lot of that. That shit is gonna do wonders no matter what. And what this does, it promotes like hair growth. If you look up peppermint oil method on YouTube, it'll explain it. I ain't got time for all that. This is a quickie. So now we got our peppermint oil in there. Now if you got the Lot Grow, might as well. Kind of looks like cum. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever had this shit. And a lot of these things are available online. I've been looking into seeing if I can get affiliate stuff done to be able to get people this stuff, but it's kind of hard. What I'm gonna do, my nigga, we gonna take Just a little bit of that. Couple of little drips of it, probably about 3 seconds of a drip. Maybe even less. I would say less, like a 2-second drip. That's all you need. It's just kind of thick, and you want it to be enough that it's gonna be able to actually go through this little tube when it's spraying. And you're gonna have to always shake it up just to make sure this goes through. So now, we got our Jamaican mango and lime, no witch in there. We got peppermint in there. Now here's our dew grow. Now this is gonna go through no matter what. A lot of the nutrients and stuff just stick in the water, and the water does wonders for this shit. So this, see that real thin? I'll give it a little bit more, and that's about it. And you just want it to be you just want your water to be oily enough to actually stick to your hair to make it shit happen. And that's what this is gonna do. It's gonna clamp onto the water, it's gonna go through, but after you shake it, because this is a lot more dense than water, so it floats to the top. A lot of these things are a lot more dense than water, so you have to make sure you put a lot more water in here, so if it's floating up and you shake it up, it'll actually like mix around and still go through this little thing. Now, we're gonna fill this up all the way up to the top. And you can do hot water, cold water, don't matter, because this bottle's gonna be sitting there later. And I always keep this in my pack. I always use this shit if I'm retwisting, or if I'm just randomly getting a little twist together to make my shit go together. Now, let's say you haven't had like dreads yet, like you haven't started this method at all. Well, it depends what size you want. Now, if you were to start right now with just a fro and you've never had dreads and your hair hasn't been parted for this at all, you're gonna have a lot thinner ones because your hairs are just gonna grab whatever they're grabbing. So a tip right now to have thicker dreads than I have with this method is to, when you start right now with the fro and spray this in and start twisting with the towel and everything, if you want them to be thicker, put close ones together as you're doing it and twist them every single day. Just like as you're starting this method, keep making sure that those ones are staying together so they can be thicker. Me, I didn't do that. This is a natural part in my hair. I've never had my hair parted. My hair did this all on its own, and this is my natural part, and this is exactly how my hair chose to sit from me twisting, okay? So if you want them thicker, and everybody's complaining about these thin ass dreads and like, oh, this method's gonna make them thin, put them together yourself. That's all it is. I'm done now. This is what we're gonna be locking our hair with today. This is mango and lime lock and cream wax, all right? And there's a trillion different types of this to get. There's clear one that's like liquid. There's this one, there's the pink one, there's the green one. They're all different, but as long as it looks like this and it is locking wax, cream, gel, use it. But it has to be Jamaican mango and lime. If y'all want it to be like mine and smell good, like this shit, all right? All right, so now we got our bottle, we got our shit put in there, lock and wax, and we got our towel. And shout out to Dreads UK for sending me this. They sent me this probably like a year ago and had me test their stuff. Had me test their shampoo too. Dreads UK original formula. It's not too bad. I added too much of the peppermint oil in it when I was using it, and it's not too bad. I would definitely say this is more for white people dreads though. I appreciate them. I still use it, but it's definitely a lot more for white people dreads. So another tip is if you were dreading your hair and you're gonna start, you can't just start this. So the best way to get the best method of this, like locking the best, is to not use anything but shampoo in the shower for a week, like a week in advance, okay? Because if you're using conditioner is what makes your hair a lot more straighter and like a lot more loose, like untangly. You want your hair to be tangly. You want it to be like kind of like knotting by itself already, which conditioner takes that away. It does the opposite of that. So you're not gonna be able to have it stay. I would wash your hair one good time right now after watching this video if you want to start this method. Then just only use shampoo. And then every time you wash your hair, which I wouldn't probably wash it heavily for a week, I'd probably wash it once for the full week with that shampoo, leave it, wash it one time before you start with the shampoo again, and then start this method like after your shower. So, we got our towel and our spray, And